The power of a man lies in what he's able to do. Right? That's the true manhood. But the power of women lies in just being. When we delight and when we rejoice and when we live out what it means to be a true, authentic woman. Therein in itself, in just being a woman, dun na nag-inspire sa mga men sa paligid natin to discover who they are called to be as men as well. Hi, Langga!
This is Jared.
And this is Apple.
Welcome to the Langga Speaks podcast.
Join our beloved conversations
about God's love and joy. Hello mga Langga. Welcome to the Langga Speaks podcast. We had a very long break. That's why we also have a long episode break.
Oo nga eh.
But we've been busy. Please keep us in your prayers.
Apart from celebrating the long holiday with
Yes.
family and friends, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of small group gatherings, we're also asking for prayers for our dad, who is currently in the hospital as of this recording because of an infection. Thank God he's doing well and God is with him and he's recovering well, but we really have to wait until the doctors will release him, discharge him yung pagkatapos ng antibiotics na.
Oo, kasi importante din. Kaya pag-uusapan natin dito yung ating hindi lang health sa ating spiritual life, but also taking care of our bodies, especially
Tama.
sa mga, kung may mga senior kayo sa pamilya nyo. Nako, prevention is better than cure. Wag kayo, don't take their word for it. Just do what it
What needs to be done.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is something we learned again and again and again, and we would like to encourage you also to also practice that sa family niyo.
Since super jam-packed ang mga ganap nito nakaraan, I think we're gonna re-echo what talk we gave dun sa ating sa Missionary Families for Christ.
Yes,
in
a couple of weeks
Al-Ain.
ago, we were invited to give at this particular talk at their C conference. So
Yes.
for those of you, mga langga, if you're listening and you were there, thank you so much for supporting us doon. And for those of you who weren't able to attend, at least you know what we were going to be talking about.
Yes.
anyways.
Kasi importante, sabi ko, kailangan i-podcast natin to kasi I think it speaks a lot to the people that we spoke to, and we wanted to, of course, serve you with the same thing na tinok namin doon.
Okay, so a lot of it began with the talk actually began with us speaking about identity. Kung sino ba talaga tayo? We started this episode, introducing ourselves, Jeric and Apple. You probably have come across this episode, come across this podcast before, so you know our names, or maybe this is your first time on the podcast. But have you ever thought about sino ba talaga ako? Like, who am I? Have you ever faced yourself with that question?
Who am I that the Lord of all the earth?
Wow.
Yun yung kanta yun
Yeah, the thing is, mga langga, the truth is we are living in what is called a post-truth society where the things that we hold to be true in the past, black and white, has now become relative.
Oo nga, parang ngayon, parang magsasalita ka ng something about a certain thing, tapos madali ka makakancel. Something na as basic as gender, let's say male and female. Pag sinabi mo male and female lang, sasabihin na, ay, hindi ka inclusive.
Oo.
Hindi ka inclusive. Yung baga, lahat na lang relative.
Exactly.
Hindi lang pera pala ang relative, no?
Ay, bakit pera ang relative?
Kasi pag mas marami kang pera, dumadami relatives. No?
That's another episode for another time. But anyways, yes, what we have discovered, and what for sure you have experienced day in, day out in today's modern society is that this is the problem that we are facing. But the thing is, we as humans, we have the capacity to not only see kung ano yung totoo, kung ano yung mabuti, kung ano yung maganda, what is true, good, and beautiful, but we also have the capacity to find it.
Yes. God has given us the ability to really look within us to know who we really are. Kumbaga, yes, we are embodied spirits. We are both body and soul. And the unity of our body and soul is manifested in our ability to love. Dun tayo nasa-separate sa mga hayop sa paligid natin.
Hayop!
Sa mga animals,
Okay,
sa mga
okay.
kitty purr.
What's a kitty purr?
Di ba yung kitty purr yung pinapanood nila, si Joseph?
I don't know kitty purr.
Si Kitty Purry.
naman tayo.
Sa Gabby Dollhouse yon. Nako. Hindi ka kasi nakikipag-bond sa mga anak natin kaya hindi mo
Excuse
nakikita
you, bawiin mo yan.
Bakit?
Bawiin mo yan.
Kasi hindi mo alam yung mga show
Hindi
eh.
kasi kami nanonood ng Gabby's Dollhouse.
Nanonood
Pag kami.
Kumakanta nga sila eh.
Kayo.
Hey, Gabby.
Welcome to the Dollhouse.
So, yun nga.
Sponsored by Netflix.
Anyway,
Oo.
the ability to love, yun yung nagsaseparate sa atin sa mga animals. So, it means that the love that we are seeking is not just a yearning for the body, but also of the soul. Kumbaga, hindi mo pwedeng ihiwalay yung kaluluwa sa katawan. Kasi dito nangyayari yung, hindi, payapa ako sa aking kaluluwa kahit na kung anong gawin ko sa katawan ko.
Exactly.
So, because of that, meron tayong hindi ina-identify in our society today. May tinatawag na Manichaeism. The Manichaean devil na tinatawag. I first heard of this when we were in the Theology of the Body.
We actually spoke about this during our Theology of the Body series. If you're interested in learning more about it, you could check it. I think it was last year.
Yeah, I mean,
Search our portfolio.
we didn't have a series yet,
yeah.
but we touched based on it. So the first time that I've heard of this term was in the Theology of the Body class. So basically, Manichaeism is saying na yung spirit is good, but the body is bad. And right now, until today, in this present time, it's prevalent. You know, it's all around us. We don't know na parang kinahihiya natin ang katawan. We do everything with it. Anything that has to relate with it is bad. Sex is bad. You know, all of these things. It's because that, you know, etong heresy na to, it's named after Prophet Mani. He condemned the body and all things sexual because he believed that the material world is evil. Scripture, however, is very clear that everything God created is very good, including your body.
Exactly. I mean, it's already found in Genesis, the very first book of the Bible, right? And it's the thing that we forget that the Catholic Church, the Catholic faith, proclaims that human sexuality is not something na it's just physical, but it's also spiritual. In fact, Christianity in itself does not reject the body. Yung akala natin, dapat hindi natin pinapakailaman yung how I dress o the aura I give, mga ganyan. Kasi,
kung anong gawin ko sa katawan ko, kung palitan ko yung
ayoko na mag-lotion kasi mapapalayo ako sa Diyos, diba? Yung sobrang magaspag yung mukha ako kasi gusto ko maminging holy. Hindi yung ganon.
Especially right now, let's just go straight into it. Yung modifying your body parts.
Exactly.
It doesn't affect my soul.
Exactly.
What I do with my body.
Giving into vices because we think that it's all right, my body's going to turn to ash anyways. What's the point, right? But what we have to understand is that the spiritual aspect of human sexuality, it affects the innermost being of the human person, right? And because of that, it affects yung unity ng body at soul natin. Kaya hindi nire-reject we don't reject the body as Christians. God made us both body and soul to be one.
Yes, and the only way na maghihiwalay yon is in death. Doon lang maghihiwalay. So, bakit nga ba? So, ano nangyayari ngayon sa mundo? We're getting lost. We're getting confused. You know, and if you look at it, minsan sasabihin ng mga tao, kaya nga ayoko ng bigyang pansin yung mga yan because wala nang pag-asang mundo. Nagkakagulo na lahat. But if we look back to it, we actually give evil far more weight than it deserves. As if the devil had created this world that we live in. Kumbaga meron ng sariling mundo ang kasamaan to battle God's good world. But that's not the reality because the devil himself is also a creature. Ang demonyo ay ginawa din, di ba? He's not a creator. He's also a creature himself. And this means that the devil does not have his own clay. From Christopher West himself.
I loved how he brought up that imagery because I never really thought about it. How the only thing that the devil can do is to take God's clay and twist it, distort it, pervert it from what it really is, the goodness, and twist it to make it evil. Kaya nga, yung minsan nakakatakot tingnan or nakakatakot isipin na mas the devil is stronger because that's what it seems, but it's all lies. Kaya nga, Satan is called the father of lies. And this is what redemption is. Redemption is the untwisting of what sin and evil, of what the devil had twisted, para ma-recover natin yung true good natin. This is the reason why Jesus came down and redeemed us of our sin, that we may be returned to the fullest of our
original
potential.
goodness.
Exactly.
Kumbaga para tayong papel, yung binigay na example sa amin during our class is, we are a clean paper to begin with. And then the world will twist us, it will crumple us, and talagang nilukot yung papel. But at the end of it all, we should not forget that our essence is still there. Kumbaga papel pa rin tayo, and Jesus came, yung redemption na nga, to untwist it. Kumbaga, para planchahin ulit, i-uncover ulit, buksan ulit yung nilukot na papel. Because
he
that's
sees our
original
true value.
goodness.
For example, pag may nakita kang $100 bill sa street,
Exactly.
kahit crumpled man yun, kukunin mo kasi alam mo yung value nun.
Yun.
Diba?
Huwag mo kalimutan yun. Pera-pera tayo, diba? So, tama yan, no? Parang isipin mo nga, tama, mas magandang analogy yun, no? Pera. May value pa rin yun kahit nalukot. It retains its intrinsic value. So, because we live in this world, it's so easy to get lost. Yun nga, parang akala natin, nagtagumpay na ang kasamaan. And so, we also lose our sense of worth. Parang, hindi na ako worth it mahalin kasi nagamit na ako ng iba. I've given myself away to the wrong person already. Nasaktan na ako.
Nakasakit ako.
Nakasakit din ako, exactly. So what used to be precious and special has been downgraded for the sake of bahala na, for the sake of instant gratification. Sige, bigay ko na lang din yung katawan ko kasi nabigay ko na dati. Instant gratification na lang. Baka ito yung bagay na magpapastay sa taong minamahal ko ngayon.
Speaking of bodies as well, it's a thing that it's celebrated nowadays, yung where nudity has become a source of empowerment. Yung pag kaya mo magpakita
ng skin,
and the more skin you reveal, the more empowered you are, because
grabe,
the more
confident.
confident you are in your own skin. However, it doesn't always work that way. In fact, oftentimes that those who reveal too much are usually those who are insecure because they are unable to understand their true intrinsic value. In fact, Jason Everett said, when a woman veils her body in modest clothing, she is not hiding herself from men. On the contrary, she is revealing her dignity to them. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na sabi ni Jason Everett, kailangan magtakip ka ng plastic bag over your face, diba? Hindi naman ibig sabihin nun, but the way how you carry yourself as a person and carry yourself, whether you're a man or a woman, in the way how you dress and the way how you carry yourself throughout society, it shows how you understand your dignity and intrinsic value as a person. Sabi din ni Jason Everett, sabi niya, because of my value, I veil myself. If I show too much, I wouldn't be revealing my true worth to you. I'd be distracting you from what matters most. Hindi sinasabi ng Diyos na yung katawan mo ay pangit. Hindi sinasabi ng Diyos na dapat hindi mo pinapakita yung katawan mo. But the thing is, your body is so beautiful.
Kasi minsan yung sinasabi na if you have it, flaunt it.
Exactly.
But the thing is, the more you flaunt it, tapos ang hindi ko gets talaga, isa sa mga pet peeve ko, yun, both in men and women, yung pag pinakita nila yung katawan nila tapos nagko-comment ng nasty comments yung mga tao in social media.
Sila.
Yeah, and they're like, respect me. Like, but you actually revealed too much too soon.
Exactly.
And
The intention,
exactly.
the intention behind the revealing of oneself is very, very obvious. And if you project yourself in a certain way and you receive feedback that relates to that, tapos maapektuhan ka, well, where did it all start, diba?
Another way that we lose our sense of worth is, as I was speaking, in social media. Kumbaga, we try to project a fake lifestyle. Our worth doesn't come from what we do actually, but who we do it for. And it's so easy to fall into this trap because everyone is just a scroll away from comparing themselves in another people's situation. But the thing is, kahit mag-acquire tayo na mag-acquire ng mga budol natin at mga brudol natin, diba?
2 days ago. Char.
Yeah, the reality is consumerism does not fill the void that we have. It actually widens it even more. Even if you get the next shiny brewer,
Wala akong sinasabi.
once you get it,
Wala akong sinasabi.
wala ko rin sinasabi. I'm just giving an example. That once you get it, you will say na, I think I should have gotten the other shinier one. Mga langga, sa totoo lang, walang katapusan yan. Kaya let us be on guard. Are we projecting a fake lifestyle? Because when you look around you, tingnan mo yung paligid mo, sa room mo, sa bahay nyo. Kung cluttered yung bahay nyo ngayon, tulad na nakikita ko ngayon. Nakikita kong clutter ngayon, puro tungkol sa Paw Patrol, may mga pambata kasi ngayon dito eh. So, we try to declutter every single month. Material clutter is actually a physical manifestation of our internal clutter. Not only physical clutter, I'm talking also about the mental clutter, financial clutter, spiritual clutter. Yung mga material clutter around us is just a physical manifestation of what's going through inside of us. So let us also be careful of that.
Right.
Once these things get in the way, therefore, baka it's a call for you to declutter. Ay, so, ibig sabihin, pag nag-declutter ako, bubuti ang buhay ko? Well, it is a step forward.
True.
Because how can you face the internal clutter kung distracted ka by the material clutter around you? So, yun, mga langga, isa sa mga way yan na nawawala yung sense of worth natin when we project a fake lifestyle.
Connected to clutter and how it confuses us. Another way na nawawala din tayo, or like we lose our sense of identity, is when, we're so confused over sino ba talaga tayo. Sabi daw ni Jason Everett, only falsehood wraps itself in a flood of words. Truth is brief.
Yes.
And oftentimes, when we do not know who we really are, that's where we find ourselves talking more to fit in the gap. Yung mga, alam mo yung, pag nagsasalita at hindi mo alam kung ano yung sasabihin mo, ang dami mong filler.
Totoo.
As opposed to when you know exactly what you want to say, how you want to say it, to whom you want to speak to, it's usually concise, direct, straight to the point.
At saka minsan, pagka may mga expert talagang, katulad niya, para sa kape din, di ba? Sabihin mo yan. It has some complexity with a bit of acidity and astringency. Mga ganong word.
Complexity with a sense of simplicity. Ano daw?
So, sometimes when you do it, as you hear it, parang wow, ang expert nitong taong to.
Kasi ang dami sinasabi.
Yeah, ang dami sinasabi, ang daming ebas. So, for
what
sure.
What does ebas mean?
Sabi.
Oh.
So, ibig sabihin,
Was grapes?
Siguro this guy knows what he's talking about. And so, we're so easy to be, ang tawag dito, ang bilis natin ma-clickbait. We were watching this film, yung Glass Onion.
Ay, oo.
Oo, diba? Yung guy there, the rich guy there, is saying words na ina-accept lang ng mga friends niya.
Kasi it seems complicated.
It's complicated. No one could understand. Like yung word na sinabi niya, imbreviate.
Imbreviate. What does it actually mean?
Which is not a word.
But if you actually listen to people, kaya nga God is inviting us to listen to Him. Kasi when you actually listen, yung buong focus na binibigay mo habang nakikinig ka, you will really be able to find out who is truthful and who is not.
Ang challenge natin mga tao, naghahanap tayo ng complications. Gusto natin yung complex eh. Gusto natin
may hugot palagi.
Yung mala scientific name yung mga
gusto natin may drama
definition.
Palagi.
Oo, minsan pag pinisend tayo ng gusto mo ng kapayapaan? Okay, learn how to wait. Delayed gratification. Gusto mo ng tunay na pagmamahal? Sex in marriage. Huwag mo muna ibigay sarili mo. Pero gusto natin complicated. Ganun lang kasimple talaga? Talaga? Parang hindi tayo naniniwala. Hindi nga.
Because I'm special. I don't follow the massa.
Wow. So we go through these complexities. We go through this confused sense of identity, especially in the world that we have right now. Especially the invalidation of manhood and womanhood.
The emasculation of men and the defeminization of women. In our effort to try and equalize everything, nakakalimutan natin that equal is not the same as same. Equal is not sameness. Right?
Yes.
And the way how we address this Because we're trying to make everybody be the same, trying to make everybody same, we forget that we were already equal to begin with, even if there are differences between men and women.
For example, yung mga kababaihan, you went through this. Papaka-boyish ako para hindi ako lapitan ng mga maling tao.
Oo, kasi
ng mga
nasaktan
maling
na ako
lalaki.
Kasi nasaktan ako
Kaya yung misis ko nagpapaka-boyish nun. So ngayon, because of this whole crisis in identity and all of this confused sense of identity, ngayon, before, wala nagsasabi sa'yo na, sige, go. You can choose to be boy all the way through. But if you actually say it right now, people will actually encourage you na, well, maybe you can transition para hindi
baka
ka na...
hindi ka talaga
baka hindi ka talaga para sa mga lalaki. But the reality of it is, based on studies, it's the problem of pornified men. Ang dami sa mga kalalakihan, they just lust over women. And because of this, women nowadays, they want to disassociate from their own femininity as a defense mechanism.
These are stories of women who are so scared that they would be taken advantage of, or that they would be weak when they are surrounded by men, that they would prefer to cancel out their own femininity. Para maging they will be able to defend themselves in situations where if they were being feminine or if they were a woman, hindi nila ma-defend yung sarili nila.
Another thing that we're trying to, especially as parents now, dati hindi ito nag-exist. Ngayon, you also have to stay on guard and be really aware of what's going on. Kasi ngayon, meron mga acceptance na ngayon of transgenderism ideology.
In other societies, kahit daycare, kahit nursery, may mga period sila na nagbabasila sila to like 4-year-olds, teaching them that whatever you were born with is not necessarily who you are, and this kind of ideology is something that's very disturbing. If you think about it, this kid was just born 4 years ago. He's just probably even trying to learn how to use the potty by himself or herself, and then all of a sudden sabihin niya, hindi dapat ka tumatayo kasi dapat nakaupo ka kasi kung anong binigay sa when you were born, hindi talaga iyan ikaw.
So sa mga langga na nakikinig ngayon, and based on our statistics, marami sa mga langga ngayon na nakikinig is kababaihan. The femininity that we're trying to defend at this particular episode is that hindi mo kailangan takbuhan kung ano yung katotohanan ng identity mo. You don't have to run away from your identity to protect yourself. Because any abuse that you've experienced or fear experiencing is not caused by your body. Let us not give the Manichaean devil the victory. It's not. Do not absorb the blame that does not belong to you. Kasi ang abuse, it's the fault of another.
It's not yours.
It's not yours. And also, we would like to encourage yung mga kababaihan na nakikinig dito, to all you women out there, don't give up hope on men. Huwag nyo na kaming sukuan. Kasi kung sinukuan ako ni Apple, sayang naman yung mga cute babies namin, no? Don't give
Yun lang pala yung habol.
Hindi ko baga, don't give up hope on love. So kung naghahanap kayo, pwede namin kayo i-connect. Marami kami dito. Puro mga babae. Pwede namin i-connect sa mga tamang tao.
Yes.
Diba? It's your femininity that's needed to inspire actually authentic masculinity. Kung hindi nyo i-challenge yung mga lalaki sa buhay nyo ngayon and you're just gonna give up on them, they cannot also grow up to become the man that they were supposed to be.
Pero disclaimer mga langga disclaimer, to challenge men to develop or to grow yung authentic masculinity within them does not mean for you to start building walls and expect them to break down those walls, because they're also in this discovery of themselves. What we are called to do as women is to may sinabi si Christopher West dati dun sa klase. The power of a man lies in what he's able to do. Right? That's the true manhood. But the power of women lies in just being. When we delight and when we rejoice and when we live out what it means to be a true, authentic woman, therein in itself, in just being a woman, dun na nag-inspire sa mga men sa paligid natin to discover who they are called to be as men as well.
Amen. That's beautiful. And for those who are confused in their identity, Am I just a man trapped in a woman's body or vice versa? We're taking stats, not based on religion, not based on beliefs, but stats from the recently pa ba to? Yeah, it was recently closed. The biggest gender identity clinic in the UK, the Tavistock Clinic. Nung nag-audit sila, they buried an evidence that they buried it for a decade, basically. Basically saying that 97.5% of the kids who are having this gender dysphoria issues are actually, they have existing comorbidities. Kumbaga, meron na silang existing conditions like depression, they live in abusive homes, they've been experiencing past traumas that were not addressed. So if you are going through this and you are confused listening, as a listener right now, maybe balikan mo. What is this trauma? Is it because of a past trauma? Is it because of my broken family? Is it because of a psychological issue that I haven't addressed yet? Maybe you have to go back to it for now. Kasi usually yun yung cause eh. Yun yung nagtitrigger. The more we can know ourselves in the journey of self-discovery, the better off we are. The goal, by the way, disclaimer, is not to fix yourself to make the dysphoria go away.
Not
Kasi
to say that there's something wrong with you.
Oo, kasi kahit ma-address mo yan, pwedeng mag-persist yung dysphoria na yun eh.
Exactly.
The goal isn't to fix it. Sometimes it will persist, but it doesn't mean that your identity is trans already, let's say, or if your dysphoria persists or anything from the LGBTQ. It doesn't mean that. Because at the end of it all, your identity remains the same, regardless of what society
is pushing you to
believe or whatever label they're asking you to accept. Your identity is you are a beloved child of God. Palangga ka sang Diyos. And that will never change. And for all of us who are having, these people around us, we have to learn not to accept nor deny, but to accompany them in this journey. Yun yung kailangan ngayon eh. Because ang crisis of the faith right now in the church or societies is that, accept natin to. O LGBTQ ka, deny ka. LGBTQ ka, accept ka namin. No, we have to accompany them. Because only God can speak to them. Being God's clay.
Because only God knows who they are. Part of this confusion causes a disorientation in the way how we perceive the world. And part of that is also a disorientation in how we perceive what love is. Yung nangyayari dito because of all of our comorbidities, of all of our incompleteness, of all of the things that are running around in our brain.
Confusing us.
Yes. Instead, yung nagiging love, the way how we perceive and accept and give love, instead of becoming a self-giving love where we share it has become more of a taking, and it's reflected in society in so many ways.
That's
Maybe
true. What's in it for me?
Maybe you might see this in yourself, in the people around you. Yung isa is yung purposeless dating. Yung sige lang, labas lang tayo. Sige, date here, date there.
At least meron akong kasama.
Oo. Meet here, meet there, without really looking for where is this going? Where is this gonna lead me? Ano ba yung purpose ng experience na to?
Alam nyo, kung naghahanap lang kayo ng kasama, may kilala akong breeder na nakatira sa Dera. Nagbe-breed po siya ng aso, ng Maltese,
mga
ng poodle.
Alam mo, mga animal rights.
Havanese.
Grabe siya. Mga animal rights, they don't support breeders. Adopt na lang daw.
Ganun ba?
Oo, they don't support breeders.
Sorry. Sige, pwede rin natin sila i-direct doon sa mga
Exactly.
adopt a pet.
Exactly. So, yun, so when it comes to like purposeless dating, yung dating without any
purpose behind it. Ayaw magbigay, ayaw i-DTR.
Exactly. Define the relationship.
Pag tinanong mo yung lalaki,
ano ba tayo?
Ano ba talaga? Ano to? Ano tong setup na to? Kasi lagi mo ko nililibre sa Vox Cinema.
Yun pala
Yung
meron
may
buy one, get
take
one front.
Oo, sayang lang, di ma-avail. Tapos lagi ka nagte-text sa gabi, hating gabi na, as in
Umaga na.
nagkakaubusan na tayo ng brain cells. Pero, alam mo yun,
Kasi
talagang up and about pa
kahit
rin
wala
tayo.
na tayong sinasabi, basta naka-on yung spirit, marinig ko na nagsisnore ka na.
Ano ba talaga tayo? Yung mga ganyan? Nako, let go mo na yan.
Although,
Let
yes,
go
we
mo na yan.
understand and we know that letting go is difficult. However, when you cling on, especially yung isang bagay na hindi dapat talaga para sa'yo,
No, huwag
it
kang magalit. Kalma
creates-
lang.
kasi ang daming mga langga na nasasaktan dahil
May
sa mga sitwasyon
pinapakuluan
na
ka
to.
pa ba? May
Hindi, wala na.
okay na,
Pinatay
pinatay mo
ko
na. Okay, baka
Oo.
kasi...
Stress ako. Baka ma-over yung tinola ko
parang
para
ikaw
sa
kasi yung-
tatay ko.
Para kasing ikaw yung kumukulo eh.
Ay, magsasayang nga pala ako mamaya.
Okay.
Pero ito nga kasi, yung pag-cling on natin sa mga ganitong bagay, when we cling on to these experiences without having a direction, without having a purpose, because maybe we don't really care of where it's going, because we don't see the value that we have as a person, it actually creates more difficulties. You see, the right relationship will not distract you from God. You will know it's the right relationship when it brings you closer to Him.
Exactly. So sa mga nakikinig, yung mga feasters natin na nawala na,
Navisters.
ay totoo yan. Being a feast builder, nakita ko na to nangyayari.
Paulit-ulit na lang.
Pinagdadasal yung magiging God's gift. Tapos nung na-receive na yung God's gift, di na nagpapakita sa feast. Which is okay lang. Sige.
Understand, okay.
Understandable, okay lang. Pero all throughout, nawawala na yung service life. Di na rin nagsisimba. Tapos maya-maya yan, babalik sa feast. Asking for prayers for reparation sa kanyang broken heart. Paulit-ulit. It's a pattern already. So, mga langga, napakadali. If it distracts you from God, He's not the one. He's not the one.
Another one of this disorientation nakita natin sa society. Ito yung devaluation of sex.
Ayan pa.
Again and again and again, Jeric and
Di ba
I
mahal
have...
mo ako? Di ba mahal mo ako? Dapat pagbigyan mo ako. Bakit di mo pagbigyan ang pag-ibig ko?
Naalala ko tayo na nag-talk kami kasi random share yung mga nang gano'n. Nag-session kami doon sa Al-Ain.
Lord.
May dalawang, sobrang laki kasi ng age gap noon. It was a conference and the participants were ranging from 13 to like above 30s, mga gano'n, mid-30s. So, tawa ako kasi yung may mga kinakanta si Jeric, yung mga in-between,
exactly.
isang side lang tumatawa. Sabi
Isang
niya,
side lang yung kumakanta with me.
anong kinanta mo? Hindi ko
ano kasi,
maalala.
we were talking about the devaluation of sex and then you seem to find the perfect guy, yung tipong nung nakita mo yung lalaki or yung babae, napakanta ka ng, this is it! Oh, I finally found someone!
Tapos yung isang side,
Oo, yung isang side lang yung kumanta. So, alam na alam ko yung mga edad nila. So, yun nga yung nangyayari eh, no? We try to fit the mold. We put templates on the person for us to justify our choice. And so, this devaluation of sex, paulit-ulit na nangyayari yan sa paligid natin. Pero the reality is, love people, use things because the opposite will never work. The fundamental goal of the Manichaean devil is to separate body from the soul. So, ang sinasabing ngayon ng mga tao is, pagbigyan mo na ako. Di naman importante kung ano nangyayari sa atin physically. What's important is, connected tayo sa kaluluwa natin. Mahal mo ako, di ba? Yun ang importante. Hindi na importante kung ano pang sabihin ng Diyos, ng society, ng mga kaibigan mong marites. O, di ba? Evil's end goal, mga langka, is to switch labels. Diyan magaling ang demonyo. To call a bad thing good and to call a good thing bad.
If you remember, we spoke about that earlier, how the devil perverts, how the devil twists God's clay kasi He cannot create. So, He tries for us, yung dinidisorient niya tayo para what we think is correct because it feels so good isn't actually what it's supposed to be. And it's so easy to be deceived. Anong gagawin natin? Kasi yung mga tao lang naman din tayo.
Anong gagawin ko? Napakagwapo kaya niya. Yung tipong pagtingin niya sa akin parang si Juno. Ganon yung tipong tingin niya sa akin yung parang pag tumitingin si Juno kay Yuna. Sa King the Land. Ganon. Paano ko mariresist yung tingin sa akin ni Juno na napakagwapo at napakayaman pa. Ngayon, tawa-tawa ka dyan. Di ba? So, how do I prevent this? In order for you to...
Nagulat ako sa ano mo. Sorry.
In order for you to prevent this, you have to remain humble before God and listen to your imperfect spiritual family. If you do not have a community yet, we invite you to the feast. There
you're
will
in
always be
Dubai,
a feast around you. If you're in Dubai, if you're in the Philippines, or Couples for Christ, we are imperfect people, but at least we journey together.
We accompany.
Hindi
we
lang tayo...
accompany each other.
Hindi lang tayo nag-Netflix and chill at nanonood ng King Dal... Ano ba yan? King Daland ba yan? Tama ba yan?
King the Land.
King the Land. Exactly.
Si Gon, tsaka si Sarang.
Nako.
Nawala tuloy ako.
Buti si Sarang nag-let go. Pero wag kayong maging katulad ni Yuna. Ang tagal niya bago ni-let go yung walang kwenta niyang boyfriend.
Ay nako, huwag kang mag-spoiler. Baka yung iba dyan, hindi pa nila simulan.
Kung wala kayong pambayad ng Netflix, pwede naman kayong mamirata eh. Message nyo ako, bigyan ko kayo ng website. Anyway.
Ay, nako. But
okay.
You know what? Going back to this deception, to this, ako ating na-disorient ano natin. But the way how we perceive sex, the way how we are thrown away, the way how we're supposed to see and experience sex, sasabihin ng society, hindi, or even the church leaders, they will say, hindi kailangan, pag may nakita ka na hindi maganda, sige, isara mo yung mata mo.
Siyempre talaga, isasara ko yung sarili ko pag hindi maganda yung nakita ko.
Kasi pangit.
Mali yung sinabi mo. Pag may nakita kang hindi maganda, kailangan ipikit mo yung mga mata mo. Okay lang.
Pero pag maganda, sige, tingin lang. No, we're talking about. I'm sorry, I'll switch back to my mother tongue. Nawala tuloy ako.
Okay.
No, but yeah, the true solution of all of this distortion of how we view the body, of how we view sex, is not to reject kung ano yung nakita natin. Diba sabi nga ni Jeric like a couple of episodes ago, kung ano yung whatever you resist, it persists. So if you try and resist all of this pornographic temptation, ayoko na. Oo, exactly. Because you're trying to do the impossible. You're trying to reject it. Instead of rejecting your body, we invite you to consider or to practice or to accept the redemption of the body. This is the untwisting of what the devil has done to our view of the perception of the way how we're supposed to be. Sabi ni Matthew Lee Anderson,
this is the paradox of the body. The body is a temple, but the temple is in ruins. The incarnation of Jesus affirms the body's original goodness. The death of Jesus reminds us of its need for redemption, and the resurrection of Jesus gives us hope for its restoration. So if you've given yourself away already, ako hindi na ako virgin, binigay ko ng lahat, wasak na aking pagkatao, there is hope in Jesus. Jesus will embrace you as you embrace Him back. So it's the same, this may be in another topic. We discussed this already, yung mga nag-struggle sa masturbation, may it be men or women. Yun din mahirap na nagiging muscle memory yan. It affects the true expression of sex. And these are ways, and this is just one of the few ways to evaluate sex.
Whether you are single
or married.
preparing to get married, or you're even married already, all of these would affect your experience, affect the way how you are able to love your partner, or even how you love yourself.
So what do we do? How do we find it again if we have distorted love? If we have a confused state of identity? How do we find our way back? In Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 13, and you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. God gives the move sa atin. Anak, your move. Do you want to go back to your original goodness? Do you want to have peace in your heart again? Do you want to have this state of peace that surpasses all understanding? Then search for me with all your heart. The reality is, we don't decide by logic but by emotions. And after deciding, we simply look for logic to justify our choices. And that's what's happening all the time. But when we become aware, the choice still is given to us. Kaninong boses ba yung pakikinggan mo? Whose voice are you listening to?
So we remember the scripture in John chapter 10, verse 27, my sheep listen to my voice. No matter what the distractions, no matter what the chaos around the world, if we desire to want to attune our ears to only listen to the Creator who created us, to listen to the voice of the Beloved who loves us, then we will know where exactly we're supposed to go. And this is what he's teaching us. This is what he's whispering in our ear. The truth that our human sexuality is that we were created male and female. And the reason why we were created as male and female is because it is leading us to love.
It is Jesus, ang ating langga, who brings this truth to us. O ngayon, sabi mo, langga speaks, yan sinasabi ng katot. It's Jesus, not us, who brings this truth to us. That it is through Him, with Him, and in Him that we can really realize the giftedness of our human sexuality. So mga langga, the truth of who we are can only be found in God. Yun naman ang katotohanan eh. But then as human beings, paulit-ulit tayo nagsasearch pa beyond God. Kung ano-ano na, manifestation, yung kung anong popular sa social media, kung anong trending sa IG Reels and TikTok. Doon tayo. Kung sino yung latest guru, daming guru, love guru, financial guru, spiritual guru,
Sex guru.
We look beyond. We try to complicate things. But the love that we are all looking for is the same. The love that is true, good and beautiful, that can only be found in the langga, in God alone. So this is me, Cherry.
And this is Apple.
Always reminding you of the truth na palangga
Kasang Diyos.